Hi guys, I'm here today to show my full finished Bohemian Journal. I was able to finish everything. Now is looks pretty good. And then I was able to add more stuff, and as you can see, it's very chunky, very full of lace and beads. There's beads all over here, side beads too. It came up really cool. I put this tassel, like this is a graduation tassel, one of my kids, I think, from school, so we don't waste anything. And then the sides, like three signatures, like you can see. And then the back, like I love this dress fabric. Okay, so let's just start to look inside, because we don't have much time, and then we don't wanna be keeping you guys waiting, and then this video gonna be too long. So let's see the first page. So for the cover, I added this valance, like a blind treatment stuff, which got that shape. And then I added this stripe here, the band, with this picture with some journaling in the back. So the first signature is the Bohemian page with the lace. So when you open, you see pretty much the pages. That's all with the stencil, coffee stained, pockets, stitched, and then there's the boho girl saying, with some lace as well in the side, and the boho pages in the back. There is room for journaling here in the back as well. And then there's like the stream, so there's pretty lot of detail. Next page, super cool with the stream, and then this flower, and then this is like a old photo, and then some journaling space there, and then you can do journaling in the back here. This tag that I just placed here, you cannot remove it, but it's pretty cool. Then there's this big card with some journaling spot in the back as well, and then lace, and then this little cluster here. The next page, lots of detail as well. As you can see, I use the same stamp on the card. We did this page together when I was like make some videos. That one I just put a band there with the flowers, some the daisies, and then extra journaling paper, which I found interesting because it has the same pattern at that the other side. So I thought, why just not leave it here for someone? And I think this is just a real picture, or maybe not, but it's pretty cool. She looks like a very bohemian to me, so I try my best to put all boho stuff that I could. Next page, I think we did this one together. As you can see, there's a lot of bling blings here, and then I see beads, and then the bottom, and then also some tickets and stuff, and a little mini book, which is super cool, like a little flag mini book. And then this page I think we did together as well, where I sent some videos to Instagram as well, some daisies, and then the feather, some stamping. Looks pretty cool, like a nice pocket size to fit all your journaling stuff. Plenty journaling room. This is the middle of the signature, so I just put the like a white eyelet with some sorry silk ribbon, and it's pretty much plain. You can glue something and do journaling, put a letter here, something super cool. So then keep going. This is like page with the clock, the watch, and then the stamp, and then there's like journaling side, and then there's a band with the flowers, match the colors of the clock. And also at this side I did some extra page for the envelope, and then I put a key with the hole, and then like a little flower This is a flip, extra flip page. I added like a flip pocket kind, and then there is a tab here that you can just move to the other side. As you can see, there's like a card here, and then you can lift the tag and then just put something behind that. This pretty girl with the guitar, and then there's like pocket storage for this side. This lace is so beautiful. It's like a blue and then blue and pink, and then some more journaling ephemera. The next page, just like a simple but pretty picture with some trim, some stones, and then I added this pretty pom-pom with this trimming, and then this little cluster at the end, and then this beautiful lady. So that's super cool. This is like embossing stamp. I think I was planning to do a video, but it's embossing in gold. So the next one is kind of like a flip piece of fabric with some journaling there, and then also the black and white beautiful picture. Another black and white picture with the button, like a flip envelope. Inside there is like a moon with some pieces of like a tool. The other side of the flip is just like a key that I cover the flip page, and then I stamp a little bit there, some journaling spots, like a tag which has some like a paste, it's like a texturized like surface with stencil, some journaling paper, like a big like long envelope, and then some of the same tool, extra little ribbon for something. And then here there is like a coin and bead crystal coin crystal thing. Looks pretty cool because it matches with the hair, whatever she has on her hair. I decided to put in here too, so it's pretty cool. The next one is just like a plain. I left it plain because it was already too busy, and then I did a double pocket cards that says Bohemian Life, Bohemian Days. And as you can see, this is the last page of the signature, and then we're gonna move to the next one. Look how cool the connection, and that one covers but the lace got double, so that's pretty cool. So then the last page of the first signature has like some journaling as well. So this is the first page of the second signature, and then as you can see, I made sure that they match. So, you know, super cool. This is like a double lace. The next page I put some daisies, and then I did stamp some daisies back there, some flowers, some stuff, space for journaling. It looks pretty cool. And then here put a pocket with this foil, this see-through, and then I did like a cluster, and then a little bit of the same stamp that has here, I put in there for the tag. And then I put this bling bling, this jewelry that has a feather, has this white shell, and then also this red and burgundy bead which match perfectly with the page, and then a feather, and then like a blue agate. So that's pretty cool jewelry there. And then it's always hanging outside the journal. So this next page is just I did some extra like a pocket here with the postcards, and then I put this beautiful lace trim, and then I stamped the same flowers And then there's this beautiful girl. This is a pretty cool, beautiful trim, like a lace with embroidering and like in silver and blue. This one is stunning. This is a piece of lace, like you know, the applique portion of it. And then I decided to put everything in purple. I stitch this side in purple and this side in orange, just to match with the purple and orange for this page. And then this is like a cool, just a cool picture, black and white. Yep, next page. That's super pretty. I did like all in beiges and try to keep up with the blue and then the dark orange. So I left pretty much blank this one because it's already too busy. There's journaling here, journaling there, plenty of journaling spots for the new future owner. And also, oops, there's a little piece of, also this page I just did a little bit of you know, the, and then also on top of the card, if you can see, so to bring that image, the stencil up. And then I did the whole back as well. It's super cool. And then another girl, pretty one with the guitar, and then this journaling ephemeral. Okay, this is the middle of the second signature. I just put like elastic. This is elastic lace, and then pretty much I left it plain, which is a lot, with really busy image of a lady in black and white with the blue dark background, and this girl so cute, some bling bling here, some little eyelash trim. The next page I did a flip, so let's see if I can show you first. This is a beautiful picture, you know, like a black and white. I did a little bit of cluster here, and then when you flip, you have a pocket here, a music note, and then another double pocket, so this one and that one for the little ticket. It's not, it look like it's 3 pockets, but it's just 2. You still can see the cluster here and you still can see the cluster there, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so the next page is just simple, but the trim, like the lace is so rich that I didn't want to put too much. But I still did the back, the whole back of, you know, the background with stencil, and then I left this little flag so you can hold the card as well. So this super cute. And then that's it. For the next page, we're gonna have a little, you know, postcard with a picture in purple. I don't need that little piece of clip here, so I just throw it because this already, you know, has something holding it here, like a vintage, you know, so we don't need that. So then this side I just did like put this band, like a flower band, and then a clip to hold the card as well, which you don't need. If you can leave like this, is fine, but just to elevate a little bit. And then I have this little cute cluster that I put together to match with the colors. Super cute. The next page I have some like this little beads, like a blue agate, I think agate, and then I just like a picture in yellow-ish color, and pretty much this band with this bead. This is like I forgot the name of this stone, yellow aquamarine. No, it's like it's the same family though. So I have this cool piece of paper, cardboard, and then plenty room for journaling. I didn't want to mess with the background, so, and then a little piece of ephemera, and then this pretty lady with the colors that match. So I forgot the name of this, but it's like the same family of aquamarine you know, it's just yellow or something, but it's all natural stones. Most of the beads that I have here, they kind of like natural stones because I used to make jewelry. So the next page, you know, I put this little piece of fabric with some tulle, and then a cheek that says Bohemian, and also some crystals in the corner there, super cute. And then a ticket there, and then here we have a big like a page with some stamping, this band that I made it with the colors that match with this card. Plenty journaling room in the back as well, and I did make leave some journaling as well in there. It fits, but it's just because I'm in a hurry and then I'm trying to push, so I just want to make sure that maybe the glue got stuck or something, especially because this one I think I stitched the page, so which is a good thing. Yeah, there you go. So then I have this ephemera here, and then this black and white lady with a little clip, and then a little stone like a ring. This is the ring stone, super cute. Reminds me a lot of you know, bohemian stuff, this kind of jewelry. I used to make a lot of bohemian bracelets with these things. All right, so that's a little bling bling there, and then this trim is so cute and it's so beautiful. And then once again, when you see the next signature, you're gonna see that I left a layer there, so it matches with the, you know, sits bright before and looks really pretty with the transition from pink to burgundy, and then matches with the colors. So it's all like thought, you know, I have to think about everything, which is not, you know, easy, but you know. So that's the end of the second signature, and then it's a beautiful lady with flowers there, so pretty. Now this one, super cute. My gosh, I love this picture, the colors and everything, so cute. Then for this page I put a lot of ephemera. I put this orange and purple with the flowers here and the dragonfly, a little bright green, you know, because of the colors here. And then I did this mini book with the pages all stamped, super cool, cute, very simple, but you know, cute. And the colors are bohemian. There's a little beads there, and then you can do whatever you want. Super cool. Can keep it organized here. The next page is really busy. I put the bread with a bread there with this. Next page, I did this, put this India silk, and then some of a tag with some journaling, a little cluster in pink and blue to match with the colors here a little bit. Yep, super cute and simple. And then I used the same trim left over and did the little cluster there, so you can just sit your card like a beautiful lady here. You can just sit this card there. It's a clip, okay? It's a paper clip actually that I put in here. If you guys can see, it's just a paper clip. I just didn't wanna remove it because maybe it's holding something on the other side too, but that's fine. So there you go. And then this page is really pretty with the peacock feathers and everything. So the next one, oh, I think I secure both pages. All right, so the next one is actually this one, and then I think this lady, it was holded by the clip as well, but you don't need to if you don't want, because there's this tag here that I put in there so can hold. Just a little envelope with a picture, a little cluster with a butterfly and says sweet, some yellow and green, and then another pocket on this side. Super cool image, similar to the cover. And then this lady, she's playing, I think a soccer, she's playing, no, not playing, sorry. She's dancing, sorry. And then like a, you know, little advertisement from the past, some vintage style. And this one I put, oh my gosh, I love this fabric with this embroidery. It's so cool. It's like another India piece. And then I put some stamping there and there to match with the dark blue and the green. You see dark and blue, and also another pretty you know, piece of fabric. And then I used the same stamp and did this embossing with some journaling, so you get the, you can catch a little bit of the orange from the back and bring up with the blue, and then with the card on top. Looks pretty. And the lace is also blue and like orange kind. So I like transition from this color to that color to this color from the middle. So this is the middle of the signature, and then I just have similar tag, you know, some of like close beautiful trim with like a bling bling there, some tulle, some eyelash, journaling at the front, journaling at the back. So you do your thing, my friend. Lots of journaling. So this is the middle for this one, super pretty. You know that the colors from the flowers, I just pick I don't know how, but I found this lace that matches perfectly with the, you know, image. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky and blessed to have all this fabric that I been collecting from through the years. So everything matches with everything, so easy, you know. So then I have this little piece of like a image that I put a little trim, like a vintage piece, and then I put this little tag with some flowers just to hold this card, some stamping. Look at how pretty this picture is, guys. So bohemian. And then I made like a, this was used to be my shoe, my sandal lace. Can you imagine? We don't toss anything here, guys. So I put some feathers there in the same colors, and then with the card, it looks so cool. Lots of journaling spot here, a little cluster there. The next page, look how cool the other side of the trim. So little tassel, of course, because we're doing bohemian stuff. And then more tassel here. So I put double tassel. See, can you see the tassels like all green and pink? And then I cut out this with my you know, machine, and then I just left this picture like kind of plain, but I did the background in purple to match with that purple that's coming out from the other pages. Usually you can bring colors from the other pages, because you still can see how the level is. So this is higher than that page if you put together. They're in the same, but then when you do this, so the magic of doing journaling for a long time. All right, almost done. So next page is just like a couple of images. I put like a little trimming here. I left longer. Sometimes I leave like I didn't cut the whole thing. And then there's a little stamping, like a negative stamping. You know, when I coffee dye my paper, I do negative stamping as well. And then this is a Gypsy Jane. There's like a poem here. So super cool. Next page, more like ephemera, some stickers, some stamping. Really cool, you know, tag with extra pictures here. And then put a little trim here. More sorry silk, and then these things has beads. There's 2 beads in here. Super cool, look at that. And then matches with the lace as well, of course. We're never gonna forget that. So the last page, this lady with the horse, and then this is the last signature. And then the back of the cover, I did like a kind of double pocket. I used leftovers, so I have these 2 big giant cards, and says one more word, like you know, And then this is college humor, blah blah blah. It's super cute images, a lot of headscarf and stuff in the back. So I hope you guys enjoy this big boy. Look at this, so cute, my gosh, look. And then beads down there. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was so much fun to work in a such colorful bohemian style journal that I was holding forever to do, but worth the wait. I did have idea to put a peacock feather, but then I end up with this flower. I thought it was going to be cool because that's what she was wearing actually initial. So I had this feather here. I might do something with this feather and see how cool it's going to be with peacock, but it's gonna be like easy to damage, so delicate, so hard to keep. So see, this is already broke here. So but I was going to just do sideways or something, putting here. But I mean, it is what it is. That's the journal, and that's the idea. Came up really pretty with a lot of leftovers here and then stuff. So guys, please buy my journals. I am like selling them on Etsy. I have the website. I know that a lot of people say, oh my gosh, that is so expensive, but think about it, this is 3 signatures, so it's almost 30. I mean, it's 36 pages. I think a little bit more with the flip. I always put a lot of effort, and then I put a lot of nice stuff inside my journal. I know there is a lot of journals out there that cost less, but you pay for what you know, for you what you get for. I mean, sometimes like they're pretty, you know, but they're, of course, they're less because there's less stuff, less, you don't see too many laces. I put laces in every single page. So, but I mean, it is what it is. I am making now a lot of new journals. One signature is going to be ready soon because it takes time. Gonna be different, you know, flowers and stuff. Simple with the pocket. Actually, this one comes in a box. I always make a box for my big journals so you guys can keep. But the next one is gonna be like in like a pillow cover thing, so super cute as well. Okay guys, I mean, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye bye. Thank you. Namaste.